Hello and welcome to episode number 4 of the Say That Again podcast. We're your hosts. I'm Duke.
And I'm Jay.
And first of all, do you want to explain to the viewers what's just happened?
So we've already done about nearly half an hour of this episode, and with the mic, and then it's just turned out that the mic's not working. So we're redoing the whole half an hour because the mic's not working. So we're doing it without a mic because some technical difficulties with it. So what a shame, but it's all right. It's all good.
Yeah.
So.
Short podcast. So I apologise.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep it short this week because we're missing a mic.
Yeah.
But so what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about what films we've watched, and then review one film that we've just watched as of recently, and then review some 2026 films.
Yeah. Right. So what we've been watching. Am I starting?
Yeah.
Right. So I'll just say what I've been watching the last few days. I watched The Rip, which I thought was really good. Anatomy of a Fall, really good as well. I don't think it's a masterpiece, which some consider it to be though. Notebook, which was great. Project Hail Mary, which we discussed in the pre-episode.
Incredible.
Which is a okay film. It has its positives, but I don't understand all the hype. I feel left out on this site with Project Hail Mary. But Once a Thief, John Woo, got to get a bit of John Woo in there because he's great. And then followed up with a rewatch of Hard Boiled. Hard Boiled is a masterpiece. One of the best action films I've ever seen.
Need to see it. Can't wait to watch it.
And then Peaky Blinders, The Immortal Man, which is really good. Doing a rewatch. Denise doing, because after that doing Free Trade, I had to rewatch both of them. Really like the first one. Love the second one. City on Fire, which is great. Bit of Chow Yun Fat. Beef, season 1, which I don't think is incredible, because when it came out everyone was raving about that show, saying how good it was. It's good, it's very good, but I don't love it. But we'll be watching season 2 for research purposes.
Research purposes. Do you want to explain to the viewers the research?
Just a certain actress in it got to research on. Reservoir Dogs, rewatched, incredible film, obviously iconic. I kind of rewatched it to compare it to City on Fire, because apparently they're similar films, and they're kind of are in a lot of ways. And The Fury with Brian De Palma, which I thought was really good and I really liked, but that could definitely go up on rewatch. But it was like a cool little X-Men type telekinesis action kind of film, but I really liked it. But yeah, that's what I've been watching recently.
Well, my letterbox has lost internet, so I'm just going to wing it. Everything's gone wrong with this episode.
I can look at your...
It's because of the film that we just watched. We're getting punished for watching that.
Yeah.
Which we'll talk about.
That big film, it is yours if you want.
Oh, here we go. Thank you very much.
There you go.
So, yeah, that film, which we'll get onto later. Project Hail Mary, which was fantastic. One of the best of the year. The Bluff, which is just forgettable. The Bride, which was horrible, dreadful. Oh yeah, we sort of watched Spirited Away, but we weren't really paying attention to it. Rewatched Sinners, Peaky Blinders, The Immortal Man, which is fantastic, but I'll get onto more of that because it is not perfect. War Machine, which I thought was really decent. Caught Stealing, which I thought was good. Scoop, which was a film, and Following, which I thought was alright, and I think I mentioned them. Did I talk about Cold Storage last time? I think I did. Did I not talk about Cold Storage? And I watched Cold Storage, so I'll mention that. It's a good job I mentioned that. I didn't mention that last time. Yeah, so that's all I watched. Let's tackle the belly of the beast now, shall we?
What's that? The belly of the beast.
Irreversible.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. We have to talk about it twice. This is the second time
we're getting fun. Oh my god.
This is torture, but yeah, irreversible. Did irreversible damage to my brain. Did irreversible damage to my psyche. And I like the fact Gaspino tried to kill us at the end. He basically showed all of that trauma and that obviously infamous evil scene, and then just at the end, epilepsy tries to kill you.
Yeah.
That's it.
If you watch it, if you've got epilepsy, do not watch that film because it is life threatening.
Yeah,
So
it will kill you. But this film was nothing. I'm a really big, not a big fan, but I really like Enter the Void. And I thought that was a great film, but Irreversible was just nothing compared to Enter the Void. It's just a series of disturbing scenes for no purpose, and I don't mind disturbing scenes, but these just had no purpose whatsoever. They were just there, almost like shock value in a way. And everything after that disgusting scene was just, you didn't care and you couldn't care, because not only did they have no purpose, but you were just thinking about that scene the whole time, and it just distracts you.
Yeah.
And Gaspino thinks he's some genius with that film, but he's far from with that film. Maybe with Enter the Void, he was great directing that, but not that film. It was just nausea. That was all it was. And what more can I say about it, really? There's irreversible damage. It was a double entendre.
Yeah, he's a sick-minded man, he is, and I don't know how he's ushered in all these fans of his, because he's a really, 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 and I mean, I don't even know him in person. I haven't seen him in interviews, but if you're making that, you're a sick, evil guy.
Yeah.
One of our mates said, if you take the infamous scene away from the film and it's watchable, it really isn't, because there's some gnarly scenes. I mean, just the first 15 minutes is ridiculous. The opening scene did not need to be in the film. Literally did not. We get introduced to two characters that just talk about some unholy deeds and then move on. And then the last half an hour did not have to be in the film either, because it's like, why care at this point when you've just watched something so utterly pathetic and utterly tragic at the same time? It's like, Gaspino, what a pathetic guy. Like, honestly, I've got nothing else to say about that film. But I mean, as soon as we seen Monica Bellucci come on screen, we thought, here we go. We just knew it was
trauma. It was like, no.
Wait. But yeah, the less said about that film, the better.
Yeah.
Shall we review the films that
start with Project Hail Mary, not before.
I might as well just say this, because you're going to disrespect it. I think Project Hail Mary is like one of the best films of the year so far, and I don't see that changing. I gave it a 4.5 star letterboxd, and I intend on keeping it that way. The whole film was 2.5 hours. It felt like an hour and 45. I kid you not. It was a space epic. It had great humour, great heart. There was some great camaraderie there between Ryan Gosling and CGI characters in the film. I thought that the visuals were incredible, and I thought Gosling was amazing in the film. And it's just the perfect... I wish it came out in the summer, because if it did, this would have been the perfect summer blockbuster adventure, I'd say. So yeah, and there were some exciting scenes in the film. There were some emotional scenes in the film. There was people in my cinema tearing up, which that's when you know you've made a great film. And my only problem with the film is I think the flashbacks were quite poorly placed. If they were sprinkled throughout the first half an hour of the film, whilst all of the nonsensical science talk was going on, I thought that would have made it more effective. But yeah, overall fantastic.
Here's the thing with Project Hail Mary. Gosling was great, don't get me wrong. Cinematography, great. But I'm left out on this film. I'm left out on it. Maybe I need a rewatch, but it was just alright. Apart from Gosling, apart from the cinematography. And it was a great dynamic between him and Grace and Rocky. Great little, like, funny dynamic. But the film ends about 6 times, you know. He does his mission, you think it's going to end. Oh no, he puts Rocky on this random planet or whatever. Oh, you think the film's going to end. Oh no, he takes him off that planet, and now the film's going to end. Oh no, they go on this different planet, the film's going to end. And then it finally ends. It feels like ended so many times, it's annoying. The flashbacks serve no purpose whatsoever. Made it out as if Sandra Huller was like the second main character. She's barely in the film. She's just in the flashbacks that mean nothing. karaoke scene meant nothing. Everyone hyping it up, it meant nothing. And everyone saying it's Gosling's comeback. I don't
Absolutely, it's Gosling's
It's not his comeback.
It's so clearly his comeback. Delivered one of his best performances to date in this film.
Gosling, as I said, Gosling's prime was 2010. It was Drive. It was Blade Runner 2049.
Nice Guys.
Nice Guys.
Yeah.
Oh, Nice Guys.
Nice
Nice Guys. But yeah, maybe I need a rewatch. But it was just all right. Nowhere near a bad film at all. But just nothing that really stuck out to me that much. And I know people are fans of the book and say it's a good adaptation of the book. I can't comment on that because I've never read the book or anything. But yeah, it was just all right, and I prefer The Bride.
You need to be shot for saying that. Now we might as well talk about The Bride since it's fresh in my head now. That was one of the worst films if not the worst film of the year. The fact that I have to talk about this film twice is just annoying me, so I'll make it short and simple.
It's a gift to talk about.
It's not a gift to talk about, it's a gift for the credits to roll, because the film was 2 hours 7, it felt like 3 hours. It felt way longer than Project Hail Mary, and it was half an hour shorter. Christian Bale's great, Jake Gyllenhaal's great. Jake Gyllenhaal's barely in the film, he was like in the credits, he was barely in the film. I thought that the whole like movement part of the film made no sense. It's like all the brides becoming a symbol, like why do we need this in a film about the Bride of Frankenstein? Like, it doesn't matter. And Christian Bale was great, but he didn't really have time to shine. I don't want to see Frankenstein's monster and the bride get it on. That's ridiculous, especially in cinema. Put it this way, the cinema that I went into, nobody was in the cinema. That's all you need to say.
That doesn't say anything.
That's all you need to say. The only time that's happened to me was with Novocaine, which I thought was decent.
When Lynch's films come out, everyone walks out in a Lynch film. That doesn't say anything. That's what's
not at all. Not at all. When Lynch comes in, is people sit down and pay attention because he actually has something to say. Unlike Maggie Gyllenhaal, who's just made nothing burger, and the dancing scene, the musical stuff. Just get out of it. I almost got up and left. So yeah. Don't want to spend any more time talking about that garbage film. I'll let you take over the
Now, The Bride was awesome. The Bride was great. Christian Bale, incredible. Jessie Buckley, incredible. Both great actors, and proved it in that film. I thought Mary Shelley talking to the bride, that was a cool little like fourth wall breaking thing.
So egotistical.
No, it wasn't.
I said this last time, but it's like if in Doomsday, Doctor Doom as
Yeah, but that's two different
things.
That's Avengers and that's The Bride of Frankenstein. It's different.
I get it, but they're both book adaptations.
No, but the Mary Shelley talking to the bride, it was like the author talking to the creation. That was pretty cool.
Imagine if Ryland Grace was getting messages from the author.
But that's a different film. That's a different. They're two completely different
Then
films.
people wouldn't show up to Hail Mary.
No, but The Bride was great. It was quite Tim Burton-ish. It's like Tim Burton's.
What, Tim Burton?
It is quite Tim Burton-ish, and it was a mix of like Badlands, but if it was directed by Tim Burton, and I really like Badlands, and I like that kind of runaway story. And
Predator Badlands.
No, I'm not Predator Badlands, but I had a lot of fun with that film. Not Predator Badlands, The Bride. I had a lot of fun with The Bride, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a great film, and just a lot of fun, and I think it deserves the Oscar for best.
Oh my god! The only thing it deserves is a Razzie.
No, at least best costume or makeup and hairstyling, because I thought that was a great aspect of the film. But yeah, great film.
Best costuming would go to the Immortal Man, by the way. Just saying.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah. We might as well talk about the Immortal. Well, actually, we'll do that last because that's the main thing we've got to talk about.
Shall I do The Rip then?
You do The Rip
Right.
all the films that you've seen that I haven't.
Right, The Rip. I watched a bit later than Duke, but I really liked that film. I really did like The Rip. Like I said before on the other one, Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, great duo. Just a great duo. They need to do more films together because they're both great actors. And it's like I'm dragging it a bit here, but it's like a David Lynch, Carl McLaughlin duo. They're just goats when they're together, and they're gonna cook. But like I said, it's a great like whodunit kind of story. all the cast was great. Even Stephen Yeun was great. He's always great anyway. And but like I said, I think there could have been more characters to add to the mystery. Like, who could it be? Because there was only like 2 or 3 suspects. So let's be honest, who it could have been. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's quite thrilling, quite intense, quite suspenseful at times, and it was different to, you know, any other action kind of crime film. Yeah, it had kind of, for an action film about, you know, having the rips, it was kind of along the lines of The Thing in a way. Even though they're completely different genres, it had similarities. But yeah, really liked it, and not amazing, but really good film. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched War Machine. I thought it was alright. Starring a man who you do not want to push off his motorcycle.
Of course.
I thought the film was I thought it was decent. Obviously, it's carried by Ritson, who I think is great, as he always is. And it's basically like Predator, except the Predator is a giant version of the Ed 209 from RoboCop. And the design, even though it is quite similar, it's great, like all the little gadgets and gizmos that the machine can do. I thought that was really great. And there was some scene, the scene when they're falling down the hill, I thought was really brutal, because everybody's just breaking bones, destroying themselves, and it was absolutely brutal. So yeah, and obviously Alan Ritson's great in it, especially towards the end, as sort of like the lone wolf type character, sort of like Dutch from Predator. But yeah, just a solid film, recommend it. And if you're a machine or you're on a motorcycle, don't mess with Reacher.
Yeah. What we got next? Are we doing Mortal Man or Scream 7?
You could do Scream 7, then I'll
Right.
talk about some TV shows stuff.
Alright, Scream 7. What a fall off. What a fall off. From Scream 6 to Scream 7, no pun intended, but from Scream 6 to Scream 7, such a massive downfall. Because Scream 6 was, well, Scream 5, added in the new characters was the best choice, because then it didn't feel repetitive. You know, it wasn't Sidney Prescott, you know, running from a Ghostface killer constantly every film. It didn't feel cliche, bringing in the new characters so that it could lead the next 2 or 3 films in the franchise. And they did that with Scream 6, and it turned out amazingly, I think. But then they made the poor choice of bringing back Sidney Prescott. Not that I don't like her, she's a great character, but her running away from the Ghostface killer for a 6th time. It's like, at this point, why don't she just point and laugh at him? Because she knows she's not going to die. She's the plot armor final boss. And, you know, bringing in the new characters was the best thing to do, because it didn't feel repetitive. They've not had this situation happen to them so many times. And it just felt fresh. And they just ruined it because of all the controversy. And for stupid reason, really. And bringing back Stu Macher with, spoiler alert, bringing back Stu Macher using AI, stupid. Stu Macher's dead, and bringing him back that way is just the most nostalgia bait thing I've ever seen. Stop relying on nostalgia bait to try to manipulate people into thinking the film's good, because it really wasn't. It was terrible. But as I said before, we need McKenna Grace in more films. I think McKenna Grace should be in, like, no, where's Nolan hiring her? Where's Nolan?
Nolan!
Where's
Oh
Nolan
my god, that's just too far.
Where's
Nolan?
Where's Paul Thomas Anderson? Get McKenna Grace on.
Thomas Anderson.
McKenna Grace is awesome, and I didn't like the way she ended though. I was on the brink of tears, but
of course.
McKenna Grace, she was the positive of that film with a little screen time. So yeah.
I think the franchise should have ended when Tara Carpenter left the franchise, because she was one of the best characters, if not the best character in the franchise. So we'll just leave that at there. I watched The Bluff. I'm not going to dwell too much on it, because I want to talk about the TV shows I watched. It Existed, and I thought Carl Urban was decent in it, and because Carl Urban's a great actor, but it's basically just like a half-hype trailer promotion for The Boys Season 5, which is going to change the landscape of the television business. What else did I watch? Oh yeah, I forgot what it's called then. Cold Storage. I really enjoyed Cold Storage. I'm a big Neeson fan. He was like the third main character, and he didn't get to do much, but he said a lot of funny dialogue, so that's all I need to say.
Oh, hearing Neeson's like, ugh.
Neeson's a legend. Neeson's
that clip of him where he gets scared and goes, ugh, that's me when I hear his name.
Neeson's a top 10 actor, so Neeson's easily a top 10 actor. Schindler's List, Taken, Phantom Menace, Batman Begins.
I've never seen Schindler's
Just to
List.
name a few. He looks like he's great in Schindler's
He
List.
looks like he's great.
In the grey, which is fantastic. You've never seen that half of Neeson. You've not seen half of Neeson's work.
He's good in Gangs of New York and it's 5 minutes of screen time.
I've yet to see that. But yeah, Neeson was great in the film, taking sort of that more comedic approach, like he has been quite recently, like with The Naked Gun. Joe Keery and the other woman, whose name's completely gone out of my head, really great in the film. And a cool concept, but yeah, just a decent time. Now, Invincible Season 4, I'm not going to get into spoilers because, I mean, spoiling films is one thing, spoiling TV shows is another, so I'm going to keep Invincible spoilers quite tight and fresh. The last episode 4, was kind of mid, but then the last 2 minutes saved it considerably, saved it. That cliffhanger looks nutty and I can't wait to see that juicy cliffhanger be fulfilled in the next few episodes. We're going to get some top tier Invincible. That's all I could say. Episode 2, one of the best episodes of the show, I'd say. So yeah, so far enjoying it. I'd say if they keep it up with the progress they got now, I could see it being second or third favourite season. That's probably not going to beat season 3 though. Then Daredevil Born Again Season 2 Episode 1 I thought was really good, especially the last 5 minutes. I'm sure you can see a theme here. I love Matt's new suit, and the opening scene on the Northern Star was a brilliant action scene, and I love the aspect ratio change like in last season, because I loved Born Again Season 1. Hot take, I think Daredevil Born Again Season 1 is better than the original first season of Daredevil. Obviously not as good as Seasons 1 and 2. You've not even seen Born Again, so what?
Yeah, but I don't have Disney Plus, and Season 1, 2 and 3 of Daredevil, some of the best Marvel content ever. I do agree with that.
I strongly agree, that's why I think Born Again is that good. I honestly think Born Again is, especially from like episode 5 to episode 9, is top tier, just banger after banger, no pun intended. But Season 2, the way that left off, it's setting it up to be on par with Born Again Season 1, I think. And especially now that we've got teasing Jessica Jones in the fold. Jessica Jones, great character. Great character. But she's probably going to be in like the last few episodes, because that's just how, that's what was, same thing with Frank. And rumours that Luke Cage will be in it, fingers crossed. Rumours.
Oh, no one cares about Luke Cage.
Oh, Luke Cage is great.
No one cares.
Luke Cage is
Hot
great.
take though, Jessica Jones Season 1 to 3, Daredevil Season 1 to 3, and The Punisher first few seasons better than the whole MCU.
Oh, I agree, yeah. I agree, and I'm an MCU stan. I agree with that, especially Punisher Seasons 1 to Daredevil.
And I also like Iron Fist.
Oh, you listen to that.
Iron Fist is good.
What do you see in Iron Fist?
It's just quite interesting.
Danny Rand's a horrific character.
It's a great performance by Finn Jones.
I'll get Finn Jones out of my life.
Right.
But yeah, do I have anything else to say? Matthew Lillard's character got introduced and I thought it was really
who's he
good.
playing?
He's playing, I think his name's like Mr. Davey or something like that. Like that. But he's basically a new sort of ally of Fisk. And I like the sort of camaraderie that he has, or the chemistry he has with Fisk, because I mean Fisk's like a silent, cold commander, and Matthew Lillard's just like is disrespecting everybody, asking about his relationship with Vanessa and like eating food in the office. Like
Matthew Lillard's a great actor. It's a shame he was in Scream 7 though, but he's really underrated. His performance in Twin Peaks Return.
He's like, nobody realises how good Matthew Lillard is, because he's sort of like creeping under like projects. He's sort of like doing what David Dasmalchian did for the first half of his career, where he's sneaking in 10 out of 10 projects, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah, because apart from The Return, really, Scream and Scooby-Doo, he's not known for much else, really.
Yeah.
I think that's why, but he's great.
I'm glad they've got him in Daredevil. I mean, if they wasted him, because I don't want him to be wasted like a lot of actors are wasted in the MCU. Like the biggest ones, like Mads Mikkelsen, wasted. Bill Murray, wasted. It's nuts. Like I could go on and on and on list of how many. I mean, even you could say Matt Damon got wasted, even though it was just a cameo. But hopefully they do more with this character. But it's looking like he'll be just as important as Michael Gandolfini's character, I'd say.
Right, we're on to the main event, the Immortal Man.
The main event, the Immortal Man.
Ah, here we go.
Here we go. So, the Immortal Man, I think, if you don't know, I've probably said this before on the podcast, Peaky Blinders, my favourite show of all time. It's on par with John Wick as one of my favourite, as the best piece of fiction ever. So obviously I was, like I mentioned in the last video, I was really, 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 really looking forward to the Immortal Man. Did it live up to expectations? Kind of. Not fully, kind of. I do have some problems with it. Major spoilers, so there's going to be spoilers from now till the end of the video. Tommy Shelby killing Arthur is the worst subplot in film history. That's the reason why I cannot give it a 5 stars. The whole point of the show is about family. The Shelby Company Limited, the Shelby Brothers Limited. And to have Tommy kill Arthur and his excuse was because he was full of booze and rage. Like, that's not Tommy's character. He's always full of booze and rage. He's having a crash out in his office.
Yeah.
And he's always seen drinking there. So to have him be the one to take out Arthur is ridiculous. If they wanted to write out Arthur, they could have just said he had an OD or...
Yeah, that would have been the most simplest and easiest way to do it.
Exactly, yeah. And another problem I have with the film, just get all the problems out of the way. Hayden Stagg was barely in the film, and it's such a complete misuse of Stephen Graham as an actor. Considering he was only in 2 scenes from season 6, I was expecting him to be a key player, and he wasn't a key player, which was annoying. He was only in like the last half an hour as help as backup, so that was sort of annoying. But the scenes he was in was obviously great. And Ada Shelby, her plot in this film to bang up Duke Shelby was so out of character. Ada is a family woman. She wanted no part in the war with Freddie Thorne and Tommy Shelby.
Oh, Freddie Thorne, what an ass.
Fuck
Freddie Thorne.
We're glad what happened to Freddie Thorne. Yeah. He didn't even deserve an on-screen death. He just got disrespected.
Exactly.
To the
Most shittest. He's worse than Michael Gray.
I wouldn't go that far. Michael is Lucifer, but I mean, just for that haircut alone, Freddie Thorne needs to be executed.
Yeah, there was a reason why he died before he could even get scenes in season 2, because fuck him.
Exactly. But if Ada could be neutral during that war, then she should be neutral with her own nephew, but clearly not. So that was just annoying. But the positives definitely outweigh the negatives. I mean, let's just start off with the obvious. Cinematography, incredible. The costumes, incredible. The performances from everybody was incredible, especially Cillian Murphy, who once again, like you mentioned last time we were talking, a career-defining performance. Yeah. You cannot separate Tommy Shelby and Cillian Murphy. They're glued. The character and the actor are glued together. So, and he shows it here. And there's some scenes where I'm just like, he's such a great actor. There's some standout scenes, particularly the bar scene with Quick Step. My favourite scene, the fight scene between Tommy and his son in the pigsty. Those look like real jabs that Cillian was delivering to Barry Keoghan. That whole scene, I was just surprised at the end how well choreographed it was. The shootout with Tommy and John Beckett I thought was really cool, and obviously the last half an hour was incredible. And speaking of last half an hour, the death of Tommy Shelby was a lot to process, considering he's one of my favourite characters of all time, probably like either second or joint first. So I was a bit iffy at first, but I've come to the conclusion that I think it was an acceptable and respectable death for Tommy. They ended him quite well, I'd say. So they did. Hats off to Stephen Knight, Tom Harper. It was fairly done, and I thought Ada's death was done really well as well, with the how they built up to that scene and the surprise and the shock of it in the end, I thought was just really done well. So yeah, those were the two highlights. And obviously the score was great. Fontaine's DC, shout out legends, got to do the soundtrack, really like that. And then having Tommy on the horse with the mud on him was fantastic.
And Tommy killing Arthur's stupidest thing ever though, really, really pissed me off. And Rebecca Ferguson was just there in the film, served no purpose, just there for a love interest for Tommy. She explained a backstory, you know, oh, I'm Duke Shelby's auntie, and then just served no purpose in the film. But apart from that, I really liked the way the handles Tommy's death. I thought it was quite emotional. Tim Roth was good as the villain. I thought Barry Keoghan was good, even though people are hating on his accent. I thought he was very good, and he was really good in it. And yeah, the way they handled Ada's death, of course, really unexpected. Spoilers, obviously, but yeah, really good film. Could have been better, a better send off, but still very good. And I think that next show is not going to be good though, because what's Peaky Blinders about Tommy?
Exactly,
really?
exactly.
What is Peaky Blinders about Tommy?
It's gonna suck.
Yeah, I'll probably try it, but they should just end it there because it's a good conclusion. So, you know, hats off to them. It's a good conclusion. So yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Like, imagine Red Right Hand plays and Killian's not there. Like, not gonna make
Yeah.
any sense.
Imagine Red Right Hand plays and who's on the horse? It's Duke Shelby.
Yeah, like he's good character, but he's not
Yeah,
Tommy Shelby.
exactly.
Like, so who cares?
Yeah, right.
But yeah, so that concludes the episode. We apologise for it being short, but I mean, we need the microphone, and we're getting a new microphone soon each, and that should be quite powerful. But yeah, so thank you all for watching, and see you in the next one.